Community Viewpoint with Maria Hurst.
Hi, welcome to Community Viewpoint. I'm your host for this segment, Maria Hurst. How is everybody doing today? I am so excited about this show. I have my good friend Caitlin Ruff on tonight. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hi. Thanks for having me again.
She's amazing. I had to have her on again. Like, you saw some of the artwork that she displayed, the awesome jewelry. Tonight we're going to talk about a project that you're doing. Mm-hmm. So before we get started, over the next few weeks, I'm going to be reminding you about something awesome that's going on in town on October 21st. It's a comedy show. It's a Pahrump Comedy Showcase. There's the flyer, starring Greg Vaccarello, also Tracy Skeen and Charlie Stone. Amazing talent that we're bringing here to Pahrump. Amazing, amazing. It's only $12 to see these guys, any of them, in Vegas. It's at least $30. So it's really nice. Each ticket also includes a 2-for-1 beer or soda and a raffle ticket. Extra raffle tickets are available. This show will benefit the Las Vegas Victims Fund and the Nye Community Coalition Hope in Action Homeless Project. So it's for a really good cause. Just a quick shout out to a thank you to Acme Feed. Great prize. They donated a big basket with a $100 gift certificate in it. $20 certificate to Johnny's, $20 certificate to Romero's. We've got, what else do we have? $65 gift certificate from Angelique at Sheer Talent. An awesome brand new thermostat with installation from John Air. I mean, everybody's being very generous. We have more to come. There's more prizes going to be rolling in. So next week I'll bring you what we have then. And then, so come on down October 21st, the flyer one more time. There we go. There we go. There's the flyer. Go on Facebook. You can go to That Rockin' Comedy Show on Facebook, and it is the Pahrump Comedy Showcase. Thank you so much. And we'll announce that one more time before we go. Now back to Caitlin. Did you get all that? Did you get all that?
I did. It sounds great.
Hey, maybe I should try out to be an auctioneer.
Definitely.
I'm just kidding. So, Caitlin, you're doing a project. Tell me about the project.
I am. It's actually a worldwide project type of thing, and it's not really. It's not really a project. It's a challenge.
Oh, it's
an art challenge.
Okay.
And it's called Inktober. It comes around every year. It's by Jake Parker, I do believe, who came up with it a few years ago, and ever since then, it hit big time. So Inktober is where it has a prompt list, and you go down, every day has a different subject for the month of October, and so it's called Inktober, and every single day you draw something that correlates with that prompt list, and generally you just draw in ink. So black and white pictures are very, very popular in October because of this challenge, and that's what it has a lot to do about. And the only rules is that you draw something that correlates to the challenge, and you post it on Facebook with hashtags or Instagram, Twitter, and you post it every day. And you could also write a little description on how it correlates or how it correlated to you and everything. And just seeing other artists' idea of these, like
a caption.
Exactly. What comes to my head compared to what comes to other artists' heads, like how much like different things people could think of is absolutely amazing. So that's why this is my second time taking up this challenge for Inktober. I'm having a blast with it, and in this particular Inktober, I decided to stick with a theme of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And so every time a prompt list comes up, I end up drawing something that I could correlate with that from The Witcher 3. And The Witcher 3 is a video game. So I'm having a lot of fun with this one.
Nice. I want to see some of them. What was that? Oh. We just got, here we go. Okay, so tell me about this one. This dude's cool. I like the little like potion things in front of him.
Yeah, this is the main character, Geralt, to The Witcher, and the prompt list for this, or the prompt title for this one was Swift. And so I drew him swiftly drawing back his sword. And I just had a ton of fun with this one. This particular one is Prismacolor liners for the pen, and I also use Black India ink for the gray tones in there as well. And I had a ton of fun. I drew the potion bottles that he uses in the video game for like kind of a frame in the back, or in the front, and then in the back it has some of the signs that he uses in the video game. It was just, it's very fun to play around with the shadows.
That gray, it almost makes it look watercolory.
Yeah,
yeah, it's really neat.
The Indian ink works very well with water, like watercolor.
Yeah, that's awesome. So tell me about this one.
This was day 2. It was called Divided. And so in the video game, there's 2 girls that have Geralt's heart, basically. And so I drew one of the girls on one side, the other on that, and because he's divided on which one he should choose or which one he should be loyal to. And so I had fun doing that one.
That one's cool. What are their names?
Yennefer and Triss.
Cool. All right. There we go. Ooh, poison. This one's dangerous.
This is my particular favorite one, just because I spent a lot of time on it. I actually studied those plants for a good 3 hours trying to get them just right. It's wolfsbane. Which is it's a poisonous plant when introduced to new species and such. But
I've heard of that from Vampire Diaries.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that on?
Yeah, it's on quite a few things, just like folklore type of thing like that. But it's a very popular plant, and it grew in popularity when folklore became more popular too. So I had to draw that, and I had to get in there, and that's just a potion bottle from the game. And stuff.
That is really cool. I like the beads around it.
Yeah.
And how the plants come up around it. That's really cool.
That one was done with India ink and gray toned markers.
That's really neat. Oh, this guy is scary. Is that feet on the top?
It is. The theme for this one was underwater. And so I had to draw these monsters from the game called drowners. And so I just had a lot of fun. The monsters are called drowners. They're swamp monsters that live in the water. And I had all of my friends are saying creature from the Black Lagoon.
Right.
That's the first thing that comes to their mind when they saw this one. And so instead of just drawing it completely underwater, I wanted to have fun, and I added feet to the top.
Yeah, that's cute. That reminds me, when I saw that, it was like, oh my gosh, Aquaman meets that creepy, evil Gollum guy from Lord of the Rings. That's what I thought of.
Right.
No one mentions that looks like me when I'm in a bath.
That was Conrad. Say hi, Conrad. You have to come on now. This is Conrad. He is the brains behind the window. Since Noah has left us and gone to California, and we still love him and miss him. And you will see him in films one of these days. And now Conrad has taken the torch of the Community Viewpoint Technical Director with many other hats that he wears here at KPVM, right? Yes, tonight he wore the hat that you saw, so. So I love those drawings.
Thank
you. Can we get, since we're filming a couple days before this is gonna air, but can you give us a little glimpse into what's coming up?
I can, for today's theme, it's the 5th day, so today its prompt list would be long. So I have to correlate something with that. And so far, from what I'm thinking, is that there's a character in this series that lives a very long time, more than the average than what he should. So I think I'm going to end up drawing a shaded silhouette of him. His name's Vizimir. I'm going to have a lot of fun. The next day, for Friday, is Sword. So, of course, I have to draw Geralt once again with swords, or maybe even the character Ciri with her swords on her.
Oh, Ciri.
Yeah. So, I am trying to stick to the Witcher theme. It's not so hard, but I know later on when it gets into the later days, I know it's going to give quite the challenge of not to draw the same thing over and over again.
Right.
So it'll be a challenge.
Try to diversify a bit.
Yeah, so.
All right. I love the idea how you took their prompts and then themed it, basically. I'm trying to find the word to describe that, but so I'm thinking like you could do that with with like so many things. Like,
right.
I mean, there could be, you know, you could have, you know, it's just so awesome that you can do that, and then kind of you're retelling the story of that
Absolutely.
game through this artwork. And so next year you could do this. I think I love that because it's like kind of like double themed, you know?
Absolutely. I know one of the artists that I follow who's also doing this. She's somewhat telling the story of not through characters, but through her life. So
Okay.
she'll think of stories that she's had through her life that correlate with that prompt that day, stuff. And I know one day the Divided, she did half smile, half frown because
Okay.
she was having a hard time in this particular part of her life. So she drew a version of herself that was going through that time, and so she wrote it as Divided.
So since you bring up the other artists, how can viewers see all this artwork? How can they go? Is there a website that they can?
Absolutely. There is an official Inktober website.
Okay.
It's just inktober.com.
Okay.
You can buy official merch on there. There's shirts on there that
Oh,
say
that's
Inktober.
cool.
Yeah, the prompt list is also up there as well. But this is mostly going to be very popular on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If
Okay.
you just search in
The
that
wave
for
of the
Inktober,
future.
yeah, exactly. If you just search in those search bars for Inktober, there's going to be so many things that pop up.
Okay, that's awesome. And
Yeah.
I love how this brings out like such uniqueness of the artist. Like this is the artist,
Right.
and whoever is calling me right now. Can you guys hear my phone in the background? I don't know if you can hear that on the phone, but I forgot to shut it off. But I love how it just brings out the uniqueness of each artist.
Right.
So you can just set your vision into what that means for you.
That is what I'm loving about it so much right now, is that it's so diverse. Like, so you get to see so many ideas come up through these artists, like just so many things that I wouldn't have thought about. Like one of the artists that I follow that did this for Swift, he drew a character holding her heart with swallows flying out of her back. And I just thought that was so cool. Like, and it wasn't gruesome. It was like beautiful. It wasn't gruesome.
Yeah.
It wasn't gory. It was so pretty. Like the swallows were flying through her, and I thought that was so cool. And I would have never thought about that for drawing Swift. And I'm like, wow.
I love it. So Inktober.com, I think he's giving us a 30-second mark. So Inktober.com, Caitlin Ruff, you can go see her on ravenrain.com. Facebook.ravenrain.
Yeah, it's Raven's Rain Creations is my Facebook, and Raven's Rain Creations for my Etsy online store as well.
Awesome. We're going to have her back again. She's so much fun.
Thank you.
Okay, and don't forget to go to the comedy show October 21st at Wings and Things. We'll put up the thing real quick. There you go. Okay, good night. See you later. Bye.
Community Viewpoint with Maria Hurst.